free.
That's great. Right. Frankie, you've just been to the States. How long for?
Well, this time we went for 10 days. We done 4 dates. The reason we done it was because you don't usually go to America and make money, you know, but we were offered certain money that we could break even or make some money. So we went for 4 dates, which was great.
This is with your new band. Is this to try them out before you go on a big tour?
No, actually it wasn't to try them out. I mean, we had the band together rehearsing. We done Reading.
Yeah.
And also Malvern. They just offered us the dates and we went over. It's great to go over there like that, you know, for a week.
What's the halls are you playing in the States? Were they big ones or clubs or what?
Yeah, well, the last time we done like maybe we done 2 dates where we headlined for ourselves, and we done 2 dates where the dates we done ourselves we done in theatres.
Yeah.
And the dates we done like in maybe 8,000 seaters with a band called Brownsville Station. I don't know if you've heard of them, but yeah.
What sort of halls do you like playing? And do you like those big ones, or would you be happier playing in a club?
I don't mind playing anywhere, you know, I just love playing. But I like playing in theatres. Clubs are okay, you know, if your pals are in the audience.
You don't like the intimate atmosphere you get in the club, though?
I can get an intimate atmosphere in a theatre if the lights are right. I can. Yeah. I like theatres about 3,000 to 5,000.
When do you start work on the new album?
10th December.
Are you going to use the band you have at the present time, or bring in session men as you did for the last
No, no bring session men in at all. At least I don't think so.
Why did you bring them in on the last album? Was that to extend the band, or just for the variation you get with bringing outside people?
Well, it was for certain numbers, you know, that people played differently on different numbers.
How do you choose numbers for albums? I mean, how are you going to choose the ones for the next one, for example?
Well, we've maybe got 25. I like to go in with 25, and then Cleveland, I'm reading this BBC News Radio Cleveland. This is the 1 o'clock news, folks.
And this is the one that works.
We'll get in with 25 and pick 10. No, I think we'll record probably 18.
And then pick what, 8, 10 out of that?
10. Very definitely 10.
Is it all going to be your own material, or are you going to do an oldie or two in that?
No, selection? Yeah, maybe, I don't know, we might do Tennessee Waltz. I mean, that's if it works, you know, in the studio. But we've got more or less things worked out. I mean, I'm writing with Paul, you know, Paul Carrick on piano. I'm writing with him. I'm writing myself. And also I'm writing with Andy Fraser, who we've wrote with before, you know. And I think very definitely I'll do one, maybe even 2 numbers of Andy's, which I like a lot.
Who's going to produce the album?
Jack Douglas.
American?
Yeah.
Why did you bring an American in to produce it?
Well, Americans were the kind of guys that were offering to produce, you know, me in the first place. So we went over, and me and Keith, the manager, we went over and saw 6 or 8 producers, and Jack Douglas was the most positive.
What about Alan Toussaint? Did you not consider him because you've worked with him?
Yeah. I mean, Toussaint's great. Alan's magic, but he works with his own musicians. And I've heard what he does with a band, and I know how he works. You know, like personally, I know if he's using his own musicians, like he tells them exactly what to play. and I don't think it works for a band, you know. Not this band anyway, at the moment, but I'll work with Alan again. I know that, we've talked about it, you know.
Do you choose numbers yourself for your band, or is it a democratic band that you each sort of throw in an idea?
I'm ready for everybody's ideas. I'm ready for your ideas if you've got any. I'm wide open for ideas, yeah.
Yeah, I like Tennessee Waltz. I think I'll have to work if it works in the studio. It should work well.
Yeah, well, if we do Tennessee Waltz, great. If it works, yeah.
Right, thank you very much. We'll let you get away. Thank you, Frankie Miller.
Go on, man. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, a supplementary question. For Radio Cleveland listeners, what do you think of the new wave in Britain as it stands?
No, I don't think much of new wave, you know. Punk, you mean?
Yeah, well, new wave's a polite word, isn't it?
Polite word.
Yeah.
Probably is. In fact, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe punk is I don't know, Radio Cleveland. I just don't know.
Who do you
Cleveland.
listen to yourself, by the way? Music.
Everybody. I listen to everything. What do I like?
Alright, to be precise, who do you like listening
Solomon Burke, Ray Charles, Little Richards, Elvis Presley, Hank Williams, Sam and Dave, Otis Redding, Bobby Blue Bland,
to? No British.
the Eagles, British people.
You notice I said British and not English.
Yeah, yeah. British. I like Rod Stewart. I think he's doing great at
Do
the
you see any
moment.
similarities between yourself and Rod Stewart?
Nah, just that we support Scotland.
And you also support Bobby Blue Bland?
Well, I don't know if he supports Bobby Blue
Oh,
Bland.
well, Spotlight
He
or
supports
something.
Bobby Womack. And he supports Sam Cooke. I love Sam Cooke. I don't see any similarities, no. But I love what he's doing because he's doing it. Anybody that's doing it.
Do you think you'll follow him to the States?
No, I think I was there before. No, I wasn't there
No, I mean to
before.
live rather than...
To live?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you obviously like America and the American music and the American life.
I love America. Yeah, I love everything about America. I'd like to work in America. I love working, but I don't like hanging around in LA. It's a bit kind of plastic, if you know what I mean.
Do you like working there for the musicians that are at hand? Because I presume the range, if you like, is wider than it is over
Yeah, I mean, America's full of great musicians, you know. The point is that you cannot get work visas for them in this country. I'd rather have a British band with the best people in Britain and then go to America. Because there's a lot of good musicians, but there's no way you can work as a team. You can maybe make an album with them. There's a big difference in, I don't know, maybe culture or whatever.
When are you going to get the album out and do a bigger tour of this country?
Probably this spring.
I look forward to that.
I look forward to it, I know.
Cheers. Right,
Thank
that's
you.
the end again. Second ending, third ending, no more questions?
What's your name?
My name's Larry.
Larry. I'm
Yeah.
Frankie.
How do? Fine.
Okie dokie.
There seems to have been a bit of inconsistency in your last couple of singles, because you had the sort of rocking Be Good to Yourself, and then you had the old Love Letters song, and now the EP of sort of past material. What are you sort of looking for in your singles?
Well, singles, I mean, I don't know, but okay, Be Good to Yourself, you call it rocking. I thought the piano and Love Letters was rocking. The new single, I mean the EP of Old Numbers is out because we're touring, and the reason that was released is because it's something to promote, you know. People wanted to hear a Fool in Love again.
How important do you reckon singles are, in relation to album sales?
I don't know. I don't care. I just like people to get turned on by something. I mean, I was turned on by. I get turned on by people like maybe Candy Staten doing Nights on Broadway, and Paul McCartney's new single, I Love, the Mullican Tire.
Oh, I think it's horrible. What do you like about that?
Are you going to put that on radio?
Yeah, right.
Great, I think it's magic. Just everything about it is so dedicated to the hills
Yeah.
and the greenness. He's captured that.
You're not sort of
And I
influenced.
think it's magic.
You're not influenced by what McCartney's done in the past, are you? I mean, if it was someone else doing that song, it wouldn't have shot straight into the charts at number 5. And would you have liked it? Had it been...
I would have shot up my back.
Really?
The spine bone. Yeah, you know, the tingles.
Can we talk a bit about the King of Elfland's daughter? Because it seems an odd thing for, you know, a person like yourself to get involved in. How did you get involved in that?
Rob Sullivan, a friend of mine in Glasgow, loves Steel Eye Span, and it turned me kind of on to Steel Eye Span. And Steel Eye Span are on Chrysalis. So I started listening to the English kind of folk music rather than what I'd been used to in the Scottish frame of folk music. And they asked me to do a thing, and I was surprised that they asked me to do it. You know, they just asked me, and I done it.
What do you reckon to the song? It's you're playing the part of Alveric on the album, aren't you?
And that's the reason I done it, because I was the hero.
Ah, right. Would you like to see that song out as a single? Because it's one of the most sort of immediate songs on the album, to my mind.
Yes.
Ah.
No, I don't know. You know, the reason I say yes is because I've got a percentage if it goes out as a single, whereas I don't have a percentage on the album.
Yeah, right. I tell you what, can we come
Yeah,
back?
I'd love to see it as a single.
Yeah.
In Holland.
Yeah.
No, Holland. Holland's
Why
a beautiful
Holland?
country.
Oh. Can we come back to the new wave? Because you weren't sort of too descriptive last time the customers asked.
No, I don't think much in new wave, you know. In fact, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe punk is I don't know, Radio Cleveland. I just don't know.
Yeah, that's smashing. Anything you'd like to add to the tape on any subject at all?
Go ahead and ask me.
No, I mean anything that you want to say.
Virginia Wade.
Virginia Wade. Win Wimbledon next year.
I don't know about tennis.
Oh,
But
right.
Virginia Wade.